I'm Joanna Fletcher and welcome back to Journey to the Magic, the podcast all about Disney holidays. Today on the show, I'm very, very excited to be joined by actress and huge Disney fan. It's Ruth Madeley.
I'm so excited to be here. I've literally been bursting at the seams all day.
You are. I mean, you're really excited about talking all things Disney.
Literally, I was like, drive faster to the show to get me here.
Is it something that you talk about a lot, or are you just really excited to be able to sit down and chat about it in depth?
I'm excited to sit and talk about it with people who won't tell me, okay, enough, just stop talking about it.
Just someone new to talk about it to.
Yeah.
How many times have you been?
I did Disneyland Paris as a teenager. I was 13. So my whole adult life has been Walt Disney World.
No, really?
Yeah, completely. Still not been to California or Tokyo or anything like that. So my bucket list is to go to them all.
Yeah. How many times do you think you've done it?
Probably about 5.
Oh, nice.
So not like 60 odd, like one of your
Jamie,
colleagues.
I mean, he's the expert, you know. If he went 5, I'd be like, Jamie, come on. But, you know, he's meant to have gone. I think we worked out he spent over a year of his life in Walt Disney World.
Oh, that's amazing.
Wow.
I'd do a year consecutive, definitely. I'd just move in. I would, just for a year.
As a wheelchair user, are there other things to consider when you're booking a holiday? We can talk holidays in general, first of all, rather than deep dive into what we're here to talk about.
Yeah, I think as a wheelchair user, travel can be really, really complex. Like, even just going on a plane and you have to trust somebody else with your equipment, it's really, really stressful. So when you get to where you're going, you want to know that everything is taken care of, everything's accessible, the hotels are great, and that the people there are going to be really helpful.
Yeah.
So whenever we've looked at any other holiday, we've kind of not bothered and just gone back to what we love, which is Disney. So, but yeah, travel can be really complex.
I've never thought about it in that way before, that your wheelchair, it's for them. It's a special piece of equipment that
Absolutely.
actually, and they're not cheap.
No.
So for them to be, for you to trust someone else to take care of that, it's a massive, massive thing.
And it's a massive thing as well in the news and on social media. You just see horror stories about people's mobility equipment getting lost or broken. And I can never rest until I get to the other end of where I'm going on my holiday and see that my wheelchair is intact and there. Like, my luggage, as stressful as that would be, I can live without that. I
You
can't
can get a new dress
exactly
or everything else, yeah.
or however many years I need. But if my chair's broken, that's my holiday done. There is no holiday without it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it can be incredibly stressful.
What sort of things do you need to look out for when you are planning a holiday?
So obviously accessible hotels, they're the biggest thing. But also that your amenities are nearby, like good restaurants and things. Even daft things like, is it really hilly? Is it cobbly? It's like when we were looking at going in Italy one time, everyone said, don't go to Rome. Just like really, really inaccessible. So it can be really stressful. You're never just looking at the hotel, you're looking at
Exactly, it's everywhere
everything around it. Yeah.
So proper research. So no wonder you keep going back to Walt Disney World. It's somewhere you know works.
It's one of the very many reasons we keep going back.
Where did you go to on your last holiday?
Walt Disney World.
Oh, okay. And we haven't paid you to say that.
No, genuinely, we were there in September.
Oh, amazing. Well, what do you look for in your perfect holiday?
You know something? Of all the times we've been away, I actually think the last one we went on in September was our favourite.
Oh, really?
And I think because we'd not been since pre-COVID. And
did you find it emotional?
I could not stop crying. Joe, my boyfriend, he was sick to death of me. Like, I cried as soon as I walked into Magic Kingdom. One of the best things was 2 of our best friends were there at the same time. So we went to Magic Kingdom together. And then I cried when we left her, even though I knew I would literally see her the week after when we got home. I cried on the plane home when we had all these really well-behaved children sat around us on the plane. And I'm bawling my eyes out because I didn't want to come home.
Well, what is it about those trips then that you find so emotional?
You know what it is? They're really special to me and my boyfriend because I've only ever been to Orlando with him.
Right.
So it just feels like our place.
Yeah.
And And it is that sense of knowing that access is so easy. Everything. I genuinely do not have to worry about anything when I get that. I know all the restaurants are accessible, shops are accessible, the rides and all of that with the access pass, which we'll get onto in a little bit, that all helps so much. And it just feels like you don't have to second guess any of that, which as a disabled person, especially as a wheelchair user with a physical disability, I never get that privilege of never having to think about it.
I guess that's the thing, isn't it? Day to day, you do have to continuously be assessing where you can go, how you can do things if you're out and about. Whereas it must just be so freeing for your mind to go, I'm going to go here and everything is accessible to me.
I know that literally I don't have to think about anything for 2 weeks or however long I'm there, other than how many calories I'm consuming before 10 o'clock in the morning.
The Disney calories are special.
They don't count.
No. If anything, they run in the negative.
I know Joe always has me in stitches because he loses weight when we go on holiday from walking around, and I'm sat in my chair and I'm just like, pass me another churro.
Everyone else looking at their step count.
And I'm like, there going, I don't care. I don't care.
Well done to you, but pass me a churro. Are there challenges that you think still need to be addressed?
This is something I was thinking about earlier when I knew I was coming to talk to you, was I actually find it really hard to think what they could do better. And I have never said that about anything in my life. It is just the one place where I know I don't have to think about anything.
Even the toilets, actually.
Yes. Even something like they have the accessible bathrooms that are big enough if you have a particularly big chair and if you need someone to go in with you, so they're separate. But they also have the cubicles in the toilets with everybody else that are bigger than a regular stall, but there's just options for everyone.
How does it make you feel knowing that there's a team that have worked to make sure that your holiday and your trip there runs in the best way possible?
It's so refreshing because it's on one hand it makes me feel so excited to go, which is why we keep going back, but also it makes me kind of like mad that other places don't do it. It's like it's possible. See what happens when you think about it from inception. Like everything is designed with it in mind.
Yeah,
nothing's like a stuck on afterthought. And it is worth me saying that I can only speak about my disability physical. I don't have any sensory issues. I'm neurotypical, so I can only speak about my experiences with a physical disability. So from a physical point of view and my personal needs, I can't think of anything, and there should be something, but because I'm so used to everyday life, thinking of something that can be improved, and it's a very weird and kind of unsettling feeling when you can't think of anything because it feels so nice and you're like, well, this feels weird.
I love that. Can you remember your first holiday? Do you have a first holiday memory?
I mean, we grew up going to Wales and stuff. I didn't go abroad until I was like 13. I actually think it was Paris. It was Disneyland Paris. Was my first. Yeah. Yes, it was. When I was 13, it was my first abroad holiday.
And then trips before that were to Wales.
And then we did Spain.
And what was Spain like? Can you remember anything? I
mean, we went with a hotel recommendation because my best friend had been, so it wasn't something that we had to look. We didn't go around looking into, and that's always helpful. But yeah, growing up, we were Wales, North Wales, having the best time ever.
What sort of thing did you love doing in Wales?
We'd stay in a cottage, and there was me and my sisters running around the grounds in the Welsh rain and having the best family time. It was just great.
Can you remember your favourite ever trip? It could be Wales.
Just in general.
It could be Wales in the rain. Because I love the image.
Yeah. My favourite trip as an adult was definitely the one just passed in September because we hadn't been away, like I said before, since pre-COVID. So it felt like a long time coming.
Yeah.
And what a privileged thing to say. Oh, I haven't been to Disney before since COVID. My life is awful. But I think as children, Wales always, because we just had the best family time.
So I think as a parent, you wonder how certain holidays are going to pan out and what they're going to be like. Is the rain going to ruin a holiday? But actually, as an adult, when we look back at our childhood memories...
The best time.
Yeah.
And the rain just made it even funnier. Like, guys, this very specific image of when it was absolutely chucking it down, and we were sat in this little cafe, and we had hot chocolate with whipped cream and marshmallows on top, and I just that just sticks out in my mind. It's like, oh my, this is brilliant.
I would say maybe you're easy to please.
I'm very easy to please, very, very easy.
What 5 things do you always travel with, and why?
Wheelchair, obvious reasons. I can imagine if I didn't take it one time. So yes, mobility equipment. Oh, I can't live without my skincare stuff.
Really?
Like Joe is always saying to me, "We'll just buy it when we're over there." I'm like, no, like that's such a lad thing as well.
Yeah.
I think just buy it when we're over there. I'm like, no, I need my specific.
How much skincare are we talking?
No, I'm not talking about like this whole like plethora of like products.
Just one tube.
Maybe 3.
Okay, you've got a routine.
Yeah,
okay,
there's a routine going on.
Yeah,
you know, got a pretty strict skincare routine. Hair stuff because in humidity.
Are you a Monica from Friends person?
Times 10, literally.
Really?
And because I've got a fringe as well, my fringe just gets. I can feel it just curly, and I don't have curly or straight hair. It just goes big and like some people's hair just goes gorgeous and curly when it's humid. Mine just doesn't. I look like a cave woman, literally. So yeah, hair products, skincare, wheelchair, my phone. I would never go on holiday without my phone.
Very sensible.
Yeah, but also not just because like I want to contact people, but because I want to take photos of everything.
Well, I feel like your phone does everything now.
Literally everything. I don't think I could go without my phone. I did once actually.
Did you? Where did you go?
I went to Magaluf with my sister.
Without your phone?
But she had hers.
Right, okay.
So yeah, but I actually found that
Why did you not take your phone?
I just thought, well, I'm with my big sister. If anything happens, I'm sure someone will be able to. I just didn't feel like I needed it.
Yeah.
And it was quite a liberating experience. Now the thought of it would be awful. I just would
feel
never.
A bit sick.
Really sick. And a book. I always have to take a book with me.
What kind of book?
I love crime thrillers.
Really?
Yeah, all that psychological stuff.
Yeah,
so, sat there in the happiest place on earth with my Mickey ears reading some like really psychologically dark novel. But no, I always take a book with me.
See, I can't do the dark stuff. I get too scared.
I love it. I do love it.
Give me a rom-com any day.
Yeah, I mean, I love a rom-com, of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Are you a souvenir person?
I don't know. It's like a for myself or other people.
I don't mind. I just want to know what that was.
I just can't stop buying things when I'm over there. It's like quite unhealthy.
Well, are you a souvenir person in general, though? Are you someone who collects magnets? Is there anything strange that you've got?
No.
Just pure Disney paraphernalia?
I've never done the Disney pin thing before.
Oh, did you this time?
I'm completely obsessed with it. It's getting slightly out of hand.
Yeah.
But I don't care. I just seem to collect it, like Loungefly bags are a thing now.
Yes.
Disney Funko Pops
I've just
are a
started
thing.
my collection of those.
Me too. See, anything Disney seems to be what I want to hoard.
And why is it? Like, what is it that Disney means to you?
For me, it's just pure nostalgia. Even the new films, they still give me that nostalgic feeling because me and my sister, we grew up on Disney. So for me, there's nothing but good vibes. Like it is impossible to have a bad time at Disney. That's what it feels like. And when I've been in hospital, I spent so much of my childhood and teenage years in hospital and Disney films. Literally, the night before I knew I was having surgery, I would watch a Disney film. It was literally the best kind of distraction and the best feel-good thing for anything. Go through a breakup, Disney film. Having surgery, Disney film. Regular Tuesday night, Disney film. But yeah, I think just that sheer feeling of comfort and safety is really nice.
Who is your favourite Disney character and what's your favourite Disney film? Do you have one that you were saying about, watching before surgery or after a breakup? Is there one that gives you the ultimate feel-good vibes, or one that you just need to let it all out to as well?
I think Sleeping Beauty for me she was always my favourite princess.
Yeah.
Because I remember an anaesthetist called at me when I came out of surgery. I know, he's like, "Hey, Sleeping Beauty," and I'm like, before I threw up. Something really unprincess-like. But yeah, Sleeping Beauty was always something that was my favourite princess.
Yeah.
If I was going to be a princess, I would be Aurora. But the idea of falling asleep until all your problems go away is lovely. That whole concept.
I never thought of it like that.
Oh, just wake me when it's over. That literally happens, and I'd love that. And having the 3 good fairies.
Yeah.
We always say the 3 good fairies are my mum, me, and my sister.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
which one are you?
I'm Merryweather, 100%. Liz is Flora. My mum is 1,000% Fauna.
So Disney turns 100 this year. They're celebrating their 100th anniversary. I know. So could you pick your favourite Disney memory?
I think first going to Disneyland Paris was so incredible because, like, my sister was 16, I was 13. We weren't little kids, but we were like children again. As soon as we went with my mum and dad, and it was the most glorious sunshine you have ever seen. And it was just like 4 days of sheer nostalgia and excitement. I remember specifically watching the parade and like being so excited about it, and my mum literally buying everything in sight. So she just like got so excited about it. That feeling of seeing the castle, of course, all of that. And I think seeing the sheer joy that surrounded every bit of it.
Yeah.
It was incredible.
And how did that compare when you first went into Walt Disney World, into Magic Kingdom?
Oh God! When we first went into, because my first time in Orlando, Joe actually invited my mum and dad because they'd never been on a transatlantic flight.
How long had you been together by that point?
We've known each other since we were 5, so he's grew up knowing them. So they like him more than me, but
but as long as you know that and that you can accept it,
I accept it, and Joe was able to show us around because we'd never been before. I was the biggest tourist you've ever seen in your life. I wore everything Disney. I was literally like the biggest geek, and I loved every second of it. And I think seeing the castle, I remember the castle being more of a moment than in Paris. I just remember being like completely floored by Main Street and just being like, oh my goodness. And I love the other parks as well. I love the Animal Kingdom, and I loved EPCOT. EPCOT was incredible.
Which is your favourite?
Well, when we went with my mum and dad, I remember going, oh my God, Animal Kingdom's so cool. And then we didn't go to EPCOT that time, but we went to EPCOT the next time. I was like, this is incredible. Food and Wine Festival, absolutely incredible. That was incredible. We love going to Hollywood Studios at night. I don't know, I just love it at night. Feels really...
I feel like it's that more grown-up park, isn't it?
Yeah. And then when I want to be an absolute child, I'm like, can we go and ride The Little Mermaid, please? Magic Kingdom.
I absolutely love that. And do you plan everything for your Disney day, or do you just play it by ear?
No, we just play it by ear. Like, we'll pick like the day before which part. Well, to be fair, you have to book now, don't you?
Well, a little bit,
so it's so it's not as easy as just wake up and say, oh, let's go here. So we usually know where we're going on what day, but we never plan like, let's do this first, let's do that first. We just go and just be there and decide what we want to do when we get there.
Talk me through, so when you get to a park with your wheelchair, what is it that you have to do? Do you have to do anything to know where you can go to get onto rides or anything like that, or how? So
guest services at Disney are fantastic because that is where you can go and you can ask about accessibility. They have a park guide for everybody, but they also have a park guide for people with disabilities. Like, some people can't transfer. I can, so I can access some rides that perhaps other people can't if they can't transfer.
Yeah.
But some rides have the option to be able to stay sat in your chair, which I think is incredible. So that park guide shows you where all of those different things are, and it's really specific. And also there's all like flashing lights, warnings and things for people with sensory overload. But there's this incredible thing called the Access Pass, the Accessibility Pass, where a lot of people who have varying different disabilities for different reasons, you know, if you've got sensory overload or you need medicine at a specific time that you need to go away and do, or tube feeding, anything like that, you can get an access pass. And if the wait time for the ride is 10 minutes and under, you can go straight in. And then if it's over, they give you a time when you come back that you can go straight in. So you don't have to physically be in the queue. You just have a time when you can come back and just know that you can go on.
Yeah.
And I just think that system is so incredible. Again, taking so much stress and pressure off. And that's just not for adults who are disabled either. That's for parents with kids with additional needs or anything like that. It just takes so much stress away to know that that's there. And I think the first time I went, I didn't know that was there until about 3 days before the holiday ended.
Really?
So I was like, so we're booking again for next year so I can get complete joy out of using this pass. But it is a really good system. And disabled parking as well. That's a great, they have, you know, parking that's nearer to the front, like they do a lot of places here, but there are so many accessible parking spaces, which is just a joy. I just think the system is really, really great for that. I would say anybody go to guest services and ask about accessibility, and everybody is so helpful, and everyone is knowledgeable.
Really?
Everyone. So they don't have a specialist. Everyone knows. It's all part of the Disney training. So everyone knows the whole thing, which is a massive help.
It's that Disney magic, isn't it? And like we were saying earlier, it's that place. It's like they don't want you to have to go out of your way to kind of make things work. They want to go out of their way to make sure that everything works.
Absolutely,
for you.
which is rare and such a lovely feeling. It's such a lovely feeling. You can see why we keep going back. Why would we want to bother with the stress of finding somewhere new?
Well, are you ready to go back?
Yes.
Because I'm going to take you back right now on your dream Disney day.
Yes.
There are no rules.
Great.
You can be anywhere you want, any time of year you want.
Yes.
First things first, Disneyland Paris, Disney Cruise or Walt Disney World?
Walt Disney World.
Okay. Where are we waking up?
I've never stayed in a Disney, like we've usually got a villa outside. So we drive in.
Yeah.
So I would wake up. I mean, I hope one day to be able to stay in Disney property. So that is the dream. But wake up in the villa.
Yeah.
Have coffee and wear my nice outfit and choose my ears.
Nice.
Whilst having a coffee, get myself ready.
What park are we heading to?
Magic Kingdom, I think.
Okay. And so we're there. We're going through. We're on Main Street. The castle is there. Where are we going?
Joffrey's. Need a Joffrey's. That's the best coffee ever. I had something called a frozen cappuccino dream.
What's the dream part?
I don't know.
Was it dreamy?
It was so dreamy. It was just amazing. And it was just heavenly. So yes, that's what I aimed for.
Okay,
Joffrey's.
Ruth, so far we've had 2 coffees.
I know. No,
Are you just ready for your
just
Disney
so
day?
excited.
You want to just hype yourself up?
Yeah. And then Mickey Waffle.
Okay, where are we going? What are we doing?
From Access Pass.
Yes.
I'd go and get my Access Pass from guest services. And the good thing is as well, there's not just one spot for guest services. They have the little shacks and huts everywhere and little stands where you can just get one as you go.
Yeah.
So you don't have to feel like I have to go here because it's at the front of the park. So like, if you've forgotten or if you didn't know about it, there's people dotted all over the park who can help. And now everything's on your Mickey band and on your app. It used to be a piece of paper and now it's like beep, 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 beep. So it's great.
That's handy.
Then we got to look at the virtual queues.
Yes.
Because there's some that you have to get in the virtual queue before you can use your Access Pass. So, probably ease in with a bit of Little Mermaid.
Yeah.
The Seven Dwarfs Mine Train.
Yes.
Love that.
Yes. Are we having any snacks?
Yes. But yes, lots of snacks. We love a Mickey pretzel.
Yes. Now, do you get one each or do you share?
We usually share.
Yeah.
So that we can share another one later in the day. No, we usually share.
Nice.
And we love like the Buzz Lightyear rides and stuff and all of that around there. So that's where we stopped for our Mickey pretzel.
That's nice. Okay. And are we doing any character meet and greets?
You can't go to Disneyland. It was Disney World or anywhere without seeing Mickey and Minnie, can you?
No, I think it's rude.
I do think it's rude. And the classics like Donald Duck and Goofy.
Yeah.
Joe loves Goofy. And Pluto, like the classics. Although one of my favourite moments was when we met Mary Poppins.
Oh, really?
And she told Joe that I needed to keep my eye on him because he was not wearing his baseball cap the right way round. And I loved all that. And he was just like, oh. So, yeah, I love the meet and greets. I think they're great.
So we've done Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin.
Yep.
That was fun.
Thank you so much.
Are we stopping for a parade or a show?
Can I have both?
Mate.
Parade.
Parade
Parade first.
Either or. Okay, parade
first
okay.
and then show later.
Okay, yep.
Parade would be the first stop.
Where do you want to watch the parade from?
Near the castle.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to be.
Are we staying in Magic Kingdom? Are we floating around?
I would
Are we hopping?
park hop
Park hop, where are we going?
to EPCOT for the food and wine pit later on.
Great.
I love EPCOT. And again, food is a big part of our Disney thing.
And there's something about the Food and Wine Festival as well. We've spoken about it actually a few times now. And it's like you're walking around the world and you're sampling.
So incredible.
Yeah.
I had the best sangria. Oh, it was beautiful. Yeah, definitely do. The food and wine.
Are we going to any of the lands? Are we going to Star Wars Galaxy's Edge? Are we going to Pandora? Are we going to Toy Story
All
Land?
of them.
All of them. Okay.
All of them.
Are you going to try any of the water parks while we're here?
I'm not a massive water park person. I can't swim. Joe wants to do Typhoon Lagoon and sit me on Castaway Creek with a cocktail. And if he'd said that to begin with, I would have been there.
I mean, I'll join you.
We'll go together.
Do you have any top tips that you want to share for your Dream Disney Day?
So get the access pass, 1,000%, and drink lots of water. It's a big thing. Stay hydrated.
Yeah, absolutely. Are you someone who loves? Are we going to go on Rock and Roller Coaster?
Yes, all of that. At home, I am such a wuss, but in Walt Disney World, I'll go on anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, is there anything else we need to do for your Dream Disney Day? How are we ending it?
Well, fireworks or the laser show, so all of that.
Which park are we going to for the fireworks?
Probably Epcot.
Okay.
We'll stay at Epcot.
Yeah.
Because
I mean, we've been doing the Food and Wine Festival.
Exactly.
We've had a few sangrias.
Exactly.
You know.
Stay.
Yeah.
Stay. Make yourself comfy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.
Okay.
Nice way to end.
Nice. I've enjoyed your Dream Disney Day.
Me too.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Let's make it happen sometime. Okay, are you ready for a little game?
Yes, please.
It's very serious. This is the Lightning McQueen quickfire round.
Yes.
I know. So I'm going to give you two options and you have to tell me which one you prefer.
Okay.
Mickey Mouse or Cinderella?
Mickey Mouse.
Mickey Waffle or Mickey Ice Cream?
Mickey Waffle.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Thrill Ride or Character Meet and Greet?
Thrill Ride.
Ooh. Poncho and water rides or Get Soaked?
Poncho. I am that person because I don't want to sit soaking on my wheelchair all day.
That's true.
So that is
That's
the
true.
thing.
Yeah.
So, but Joe calls me something terrible. It's like, get wet, and I'm like, and as well my massive hair. So I'm like, on all the pictures with my fringe. So yes, I'm a poncho. I am that person.
Are you a planner or a play by ear?
When I get there, play by ear. Yeah.
A Flight of Passage or It's a Small World?
I love Flight of Passage.
Pretty magical.
It really is. Yeah.
Do you sing along to the parade or do you video it all?
Oh, sing along loudly, annoying everybody else around me.
Are you a real big waver when you're there?
Like terribly.
And do you get that thrill when a character waves at you?
Yes. Oh, yeah. I don't film anything. I'm just like, it's me. Again, remember me? Yeah, genuinely. Oh, yeah. No, I'm a big waver and a singer and a dancer.
Thrill seeker or bag holder?
Thrill seeker. Only in Disney, not in this country. I will hold anyone's bag in this country.
And parks by day or parks at night?
I think parks by day because I can do parks by night on a park hop while I'm there.
Ruth, thank you so much. I love how much you love it and how much it means to you. And it's obviously something that's such a magical part of you and Joe as well.
Oh, very much so. Thank you so much for letting me come here and sit with all this joy around me.
I mean, there's not many places that you can sit in the UK and just be, you know, in your Mickey ears.
I have been known to wear them in my home office when I'm sat writing or working, just at my desk, just sitting, wearing my mini ears.
I love it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Now, no episode of Journey to the Magic would be complete without a chat to our Disney insider, our magical Disney insider, Jamie. What have you got for us today?
Hi, G. How's it going?
Good. What have you got? Tell me all the news.
Well, today we're talking about something that's very close to my heart, Disney Cruise Line.
Oh, I've been converted.
I know. You sailed on the Disney Wish.
It's so magical.
It's beautiful. That ship is just so stunning.
I had never been on a cruise before. I'd never stood on a ship like that before. And it blew away all of my expectations. It's incredible.
I know. I think the first time you step on a cruise is just, you just don't know what to expect on a Disney cruise, and it takes your breath away.
Tell me why it's so magical to you.
Well, I've done quite a few. My husband and I, we've sailed plenty of times. We've done all of the ships, all of the itineraries, but we did get married on a Disney cruise in Europe back in 2016 on the Disney Magic. Yeah, so it's really that ship in particular, but also just Disney Cruise Line. It's just very special to us.
I didn't even know you could get married on one.
You can, yeah. It's really cool. You can get married on the ship, and if you're in the Bahamas and the Caribbean, you can get married on Castaway Cay.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
We never did we did the whole renew our vows at 10 years thing. We never did it. Maybe this is the reason why.
Well, maybe your next vow renewal should be in Disney.
Maybe I was meant to not do it so that I had this chat with you and then change my plans.
You do. And did you know, I actually just did a vow renewal in Disney World. I officiated my friend's vow renewal in Animal Kingdom in October.
Is this you telling me that you're free and available and can serve?
I'm free and taking bookings.
I love it. So tell me more about the cruise.
So you always ask your podcast guests if they've ever considered a Disney cruise before, and often the resounding answer is yes. And we have so much cruise news that I'm excited to share with you. Starting with the Disney Dream coming to Europe and UK waters for the first time ever in 2023. Now, I know Elkie talked about this in the last series, but the Dream class ships have so much innovative storytelling. It's absolutely amazing. So I'm excited that UK guests are going to get the opportunity to sail on this beautiful ship and so close to home. I should also say at this point, I already have a sailing booked.
Do you?
I can't wait.
What itinerary have you booked?
I have booked a 9-night Mediterranean and Greek Isles cruise. So it sails from Barcelona and ends in Rome.
Amazing. What I've actually realised I fully love, and I now chat cruises to my dad, is the idea of you dock at one place, then you can explore. It's a way of seeing so many different places, but with the luxury of being on board this amazing ship. It blows my mind that this is a new way to me to travel and to see so many different places in one trip.
Yeah, that is exactly the beauty of cruising and part of the reason why I love it, because you can step on at one destination and the following day you wake up in another and you can go and see the Colosseum in Rome, or you can go and see the Leaning Tower of Pisa, or you can go and see the beautiful island of Santorini. There's just so much, and you don't have to do any of the transporting because the ship will do that for you, all while you're having a nice cocktail and a beautiful dinner. So very convenient.
That. I love that so much. That day on the Wish where we woke up in the Bahamas was just such a beautiful morning.
So this summer, the Disney Dream will sail from Barcelona and Rome to ports of call throughout the Mediterranean on a range of 4 to 11-night sailings, as well as sailing directly from Southampton.
That's very convenient.
Very convenient. It's not that far away.
No.
And those sailings will be going to ports of call including Spain and France, the British Isles, Norway and Iceland.
Incredible.
There are a couple of sailings in particular that I should draw your attention to.
Okay.
We actually have 2 4-night sailings that are sailing from Southampton this summer and are perfect for people that haven't sailed before on Disney Cruise Line, or even just sailed.
Yeah.
They're the perfect taster for those who want to give it a try. So they're 4-night sailings. They will go to Spain and France, and it's from Southampton. I mean, how much more convenient could it be?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's a nice little taster, isn't it?
It is.
It's a taster, but also 4 days feels like a solid holiday at the same time when you're immersed into a world like that.
Yeah, I think 4 nights is a good amount of time to see whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll be honest, It's not really a case of whether you like it or not. It's how much you're going to love it.
How quickly you can book your next cruise. Is that what it is?
Yeah. My first cruise was 3 nights and it was not enough. But yeah, I think 4 nights is the perfect amount of time for someone who is a little bit nervous about sailing or giving Disney a try, because it allows you to experience the dining, the entertainment, the ship, and come off and really understand what it's all about and whether you're going to book another one or not.
And I heard Disney Cruise Line is celebrating a special anniversary.
It is. Disney Cruise Line is turning 25 this summer.
So many anniversaries going on.
I know. It's a big time for Disney anniversaries,
Really
isn't it?
is,
I know.
yeah.
We've got the 25th, the 30th, the 50th. But to celebrate the 25th anniversary of Disney Cruise Line this summer, there is going to be new entertainment offerings and family activities right through to inspired menus and a themed merchandise collection.
I mean, you had me at new entertainment. Tell me more.
Well, there's going to be so much going on across all 5 ships from May until September of 2023. And I can confirm there is going to be a new fireworks display on select Silver Anniversary at Sea itineraries. Now, for those who don't know, in 1998, Disney Cruise Line made history as the first ever cruise line to produce a fireworks show at sea. And in the 25 years since, fireworks have remained a quintessential part of the Disney Cruise Line experience. The 25th anniversary fireworks show will be featured on most Bohemian, Caribbean and Mediterranean cruises this summer and will be set to the tunes of iconic Disney music with a brand new signature song created especially for the Silver Anniversary at Sea. Oh. Don't forget to check out our website as we reveal more details about the 25th anniversary.
I mean, I'm going to go log on right now and see if anything's been uploaded.
I can help you book.
And just like that, we've come to the end of another episode of Journey to the Magic. A huge thank you to Ruth Madeley for educating us on her Disney experience. Now, next week, I'm very excited because I'm joined by my good friend, the one and only Frankie Bridge.